Hello, welcome or welcome back. Today we are reacting to Musical Week on Strictly Come Dancing. This is week 11, I think. And today we're going to be looking at Chris and Dianna. I'm in a little bit of a filming marathon. So whilst this is a few days later for you, I've literally just reacted to Chris and Dianna. So the routine is fresh in my mind. I'm ready to look at this one and sort of see how the improvement has gone. So we're going to get straight into it. We're doing a quick step to You're the Top from Anything Goes. Can't say I know the musical or the song, but let's see. Okay, very good, strong start. I didn't like the little faffing at the beginning. I get sometimes they put a little bit of like Charleston-y swivels or whatever at the beginning. Not a huge fan. I was kind of like, get on with the dancing. So, but once I started dancing, I was just like, why did they faff at the beginning? Because his footwork just then was very, very good. They've sort of got a dropped frame, which I think is purposeful, I think. But I'm hoping they'll get into a proper ballroom frame in a moment. But yeah, they've got really, well, Chris has got really good footwork. Very light. Very light on his feet. When you are doing the quick step, and you know, I might eat my words in a second, but they are moving together as one. Because when you do the quick step, especially when you're doing like more hoppy steps, it's very easy to lose each other as you are hopping along. So to stay connected and keep going is generally one of the more challenging things about a quick step. And so far, they've done a very good job sticking together. Yeah, even during those little sort of more jumpy chasses, those little kind of hops, good. There was a moment where they struggled to get back into frame there, but I think Dianna kind of grabbed his hand and got back into frame. I think obviously they let go. She did a kick over his head, which was very trusting of him. And then they got back into hold. So there was a little bit of like a fumble, but I'm okay with that. That's absolutely fine. Again, they are bouncing together, moving together. They are light on their feet, both of them. And it's just, yeah, very good. I like that little bit where he was flying. Normally it's the follower that does the little flying bits, but it's nice that he was the one doing it. That's cool. The frame is generally good. It's generally good. There's just a couple of like tweaks where we're here, rather than having, let me get in frame, rather than having it sort of here, or here as it were, it's a little bit like this. So it's kind of leaning and causing Diana's shoulder to come back, or elbow to come past her shoulder. So I would just like to see that pulled in a little bit so it's a bit more central between the two of them. So he's leaning less on her in that situation. Yeah, that was very good. Very, very, very good. Just like if you just took just the pure quick step content, the footwork, the way they move together, the bounciness, the lightness of the feet, you know, putting heels when there's meant to be heels, toes when there's meant to be toes. And just as I said, as they just move together, aside from like the one or two little niggles that I mentioned, that was really good. It's funny because in the last video, if you've seen it, you've seen it. You know, I was saying I don't think technically he's the best. And I think this video may have proven me wrong because that was very good. What would I give that? Okay, from an enjoyability factor, as in me enjoying watching it. From like an enjoyment factor, I have enjoyed other quick steps more because of the choices that have been made, like the song choice, the outfits, the idea, the concept. So from like a conceptual perspective, I get it's supposed to be a musical, but from a conceptual perspective, I didn't really like it. But that's not what this is about. It's about his dancing. This is about his how well he's executed everything. So for me, whilst he would rank low for that kind of conceptual idea, for the dance ability, I am making this more suspenseful. For the dance ability, it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Let's see what the actual scores were. Chris and Dianna. Oh, they got lower than I thought they did. They got 7, 8, 8, 9. What did I miss? What did I miss? I used to think what a great dancer Chris was for a blind man. Now I think what a great dancer. Such tricky footwork, agreed. He's amazing. Well done to Chris and Dianna. You're such a pleasure to watch every time. I'm trying to see if people are annoyed about the results. It doesn't look like it. Here we go. Penny and Fishy. Sets, score of 9. Usually the judges are very generous with Chris, but tonight they were harsh. Okay, his frame wasn't as good as his American Smooth. I agree with this. But this was his most technically demanding routine yet and didn't put a step wrong. Correct. The footwork was perfect, the hopscotch and pendulum was perfect, and his lock steps were fantastic. I don't think the judges gave enough credit here for getting into character and bringing the musical to life, because they said it for everybody else but ignored it for these two. Dianna is so sweet for admitting she went wrong. Bless her, they're such a great partnership. This was absolutely his best dance, and it was definitely undermarked. This was just so much fun, and I'm still so amazed by him. Well done. Yeah, I agree. I don't think those scores are right. I don't like those scores. I actually think those scores are a little bit ridiculous. It's not just I don't agree with them. I actually think they are ridiculous. That was massively undermarked. And I get, again, we're comparing to people like Sarah and Vito from last week. I haven't seen theirs this week, but you know, like when I look at that, I get it. I do get it, and the frame, but there is so much more to a Quickstep than just having a good frame. That's like 1 point docked off, not 2. So yes, definitely undermarked. It would be a 9 from me, and it would have been a 10 if we just had perhaps something a little bit more entertaining and a better frame, better posture. It would have been a 10. So yes, that's my review for today. If you want to see my next one, I think it's going to be, so the next highest one, which I was surprised by because they haven't been getting very good views on YouTube, but this time they were. And then you guys voted to see me react to them, and that's JB, Jill and Lauren doing a Beanies Waltz. So I'm a little bit confused and surprised, but also excited to see on the couple dance. So if you want to watch that, once it's ready, it'll pop up right here for you. See you there.